Hello friends, this is Shelly. I am here at St. Cloud High School. It is Thursday, May 25th at 12:04, and I am doing a little video experiment. This is how we drop our children off in the morning. We drop them off here and then we proceed, and of course there's kids and students and teachers everywhere. And here's the first crosswalk that we come to. And so as we're pulling out of the St. Cloud High School campus, we come up on this gate. Now yesterday on Wednesday, there was a St. Cloud police officer sitting right here. Hello, police officer. But we come up to here, and here's a crosswalk, and as you can see, there's a gate there, and you can't really see kids in this crosswalk when they're crossing, so you have to be really careful right here. And there's usually kids on both sides of the street because there's just people everywhere. Now usually there's a stop sign right here, and this is Russell Street. Usually I would turn right at Russell, and I'm turning right because there's somebody behind me and I'm trying not to hold up traffic. But usually I turn right on Russell to either take Peyton to middle school, which is down this road, or I also take this road to our new house when I'm going to check on it in the morning. But when I go down this road, there's lots of kids everywhere. As you can see, there's no sidewalks. This is a very narrow road, and when I take this road, I have to turn right on Michigan, and there's crosswalks and there's kids on bikes. Some are on the sidewalk, some are not. There's just a lot of kids everywhere because the high school's here, the middle school is over there, and there's also an elementary school over there. So there's just lots of crosswalks and buses and traffic and people stopping in the middle of the road to drop off their kids and all that stuff. Okay, so here is the entrance to St. Cloud, right? Or the exit to St. Cloud, where I came out of. And you can see all these cars coming out because there's only 2 more days of school, and a lot of people are signing their children out early. So anyway, I'm trying to wait for this traffic so I'm not holding up traffic for my little video. So we're gonna turn back on this street that comes out of the high school, right? So we're gonna turn here and we're gonna go straight. And as we go straight, you can see that there's only a sidewalk on the left-hand side. And we are coming up on 17th Street, which yesterday I learned that there is a no left-hand turn on 17th Street, but I didn't know that until after I made a left-hand turn. And that police officer that was sitting back in that little nook that I showed you earlier came chasing me down for making a left-hand turn. So when you're seeing kids like everywhere, and people dropping off kids in the middle of the street because they don't want to sit in the car line and stuff like that, you're looking for kids in the road. You're not looking for this teeny little sign. Can you see it? Can you see no left-hand turn between 6:30 and 7:30? Can you see it? So I made a left-hand turn here. I got pulled over. As you can see, like through all these state streets, there's a sidewalk over there on the left where the high school is. This is where you usually go in to drop off the kids. But on all these, what they call here in St. Cloud, all these state streets, there are no sidewalks. You see any sidewalks? I don't see any sidewalks. So you have students in the streets walking, or walking in people's grass as they are trying to leave their driveways for work. You have students riding bicycles. You have students on skateboards. You have parents that don't want to pull up to the high school and sit in the car line, so they just stop in the middle of the street and let their kid out. And for 4 months, or no, not even 4 months, for 6 months, right? The whole daylight savings thing, September to March. So for 6 months out of the year, when you are driving through here and all of these state streets to drop off your kids at school at 6:40, 7 o'clock in the morning, it is pitch black. There are no street lights here. Do you see any street lights? No street lights. There's a sidewalk on this road only because this is the road that is leading into the high school. There's no street lights, and there's kids everywhere on bikes, walking, on skateboards, and it's super unsafe, honestly, and it's something that I have been complaining about since my kids started school here last year. It is a huge pet peeve of mine. I think it's crazy that there's no sidewalks or street lights. And my kids have been attending St. Cloud schools just for this 2016-2017 school year. And I think in this whole school year, I can only recall 3 times where I have seen police presence on our streets in the morning when our students are being dropped off for school. And that's usually because they had somebody pulled over, not because they're there for safety or directing traffic or getting kids through crosswalks or anything like that. It's because they had someone pulled over and lights were on, and so you noticed them. So anyway, tell me what you think.